All right, welcome back to Rosebud, Arkansas. Wildcat fans, we are getting ready to play the final game here in this tournament, classic, whatever you want to call it, the New Year Bash here at Rosebud. Senior boys going to take on the Woodlawn Bears for the Classic Championship. I'm joined up here once again tonight. We got the trilogy of for us in Hector games this week. Shane Martin, appreciate you being on with us again.
Trey, thankful for the opportunity to be up here with you. I always enjoy working with you, and boy, this has been a fun week here.
It has.
And this is a championship game, as we have seen the Hector Wildcats this week. Round one on Thursday beat Ouachita 77-72. And then, boy, we saw it kick in last night as they put a thumping on the host school, Rosebud, 68-46.
Yep, it's Wildcats started off a little bit slow last night. They finally picked it up, largely behind Caden Story. And let's see how it goes tonight.
Well, Trey, I'm telling you right now, we're looking at Woodlawn's jerseys. We're going to have trouble reading the numbers. They're doing this dark on dark.
Wide outline around the numbers, but yeah, I don't like that style.
And let me get this last one here, and I will call them off. It is number 0, Jude Roberts, and then number 3, Garrett Weatherford, number 4, Ryan Rutledge, and number 22, Jack LaVue, and number 30, Jake Allred. That is your starters for the Woodlawn Bears. And let's see if Coach Freeman goes 3 for 3 in his starting lineups. And then first we've got the senior, number 0, Ashton Callhorn. Then we've got number 1, Caden Story. Number 5, Hunter Kaufman. Number 10, Winston Hull. And number 24, Caleb McLaughlin. That is the starting 5 that's done all 3 games here now in Rosebud.
Yeah, no changes by Coach Freeman, and I'm not even going to bother putting the graphic up because it gets redundant after a while.
So, you know, Trey, we looking at this really quick, Woodlawn's coming from the same conference as Ouachita, both with the same record, and so probably looking at probably that same kind of play that we're going to run across here tonight. And we are underway, and Hector controls the tip, and this is Kaufman coming across the timeline with it. Kicks it over to Story. What a night Story had last night. And McLaughlin has it. Hull gets it up top, kicks it over to Callhorn. The senior 3-ball in and out, no good. And it is rebounded by the Bears. They get it off to Jude Roberts. Roberts comes across the timeline with it. Kicks it over to Weatherford. Now back to Roberts. Woodlawn being very patient here on their first possessions, trying to get their offensive set. Roberts is dribbling from wing to point, trying to get somebody open. Now we've got a 3-ball in the wing, no good. And it is rebounded by the Wildcats. And here comes Kaufman out with it. Gets it to Callhorn. Horn spins on the block. Pull-up jumper, good. Ashton Callhorn picking up where he left off last night. And here's a layup. Nice drive there by Jude Roberts as he kind of weaved in on between 2 Wildcats to tie it at 2. Here's Caden Story. Story kicks it over to Winston Hull. Hull at the free throw line. Kicks it over to Kaufman. Kaufman in the corner. Goes baseline. Now nice dish down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin couldn't hold on to it. And now Hull's applying pressure on the Bears. They get it off to Jude Roberts. Roberts coming across very patiently across the timeline. Gets it to the free throw line. That was Weatherford with it. Back to Roberts. Now Weatherford has it, looking for a man in the corner. Gets it to him. Weatherford gets it back, lets the 3-ball fly. It's no good. McLaughlin gets the rebound. Gets it off to Kaufman. And there's a steal. This is Weatherford with it. Weatherford goes coast to coast. Layup is no good. And it goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Wildcats. So, Trey, here we are, first 2 minutes, 2-2, kind of feeling each other out right now.
Yeah, lots of I heard Coach Freeman say earlier that Woodlawn will try to go fast. They'll be a little bit crazy sometimes with it. And Wildcats are going to have to watch out for the potential for them to drive in and try to draw weird fouls,
Right. And Roberts' jumper was no good, free throw line, and Story comes away with the board for the Wildcats, gets it to Callhorn. Story goes baseline. Drive is good. Boy, let me tell you, last night, we're going to have a timeout as Hector goes up 4-2. But, boy, last night, Caden Story turned – when he started on his scoring rampage, it was that kind of stuff right there. Mm-hmm. Driving to the goal.
This timeout by Woodlawn?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of what I thought, but I wasn't for sure.
So Caden Story with his two, and we are at 4-2, 5:32 left here in this championship game here at the 2025 Rosebud New Year's Bash. Sounds like a WWE pay-per-view, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yes, I know. I told them wrestling.
Why not just call it New Year's Revolution and get the copyright infringement?
Roberts has it now up top. And here's a three ball from that's Weatherford that took that shot at the top, and Kaufman comes away with it for the Wildcats. Hull going to drive all the way to the goal. His shot's blocked. McLaughlin picks it up.
Oh, man.
And Hull gets his rebound. Boy, that's what gets you right there. 3 point-blank range shots. And there's going to be a travel on the Bears. I mean, Hector had 3 point-blank shots right there.
Just got to calm down, kind of, get your feet underneath you, and let's just roll, man.
Callhorn, the senior with it, gets it up to Hull. Hull kicks it over to Kaufman. Kaufman, nice pass down. It was tipped away, but Callhorn comes away with it. And that pass was almost stolen by the Bears, but Winston Hull comes away with it. This one is stolen by the Bears. And Roberts is going to go coast to coast. Layup is good. Hector was a little lackadaisical with their passing right there, and it was picked. Story. He's cut off at the block, gets it to Hull. Winston kicks it back over to Callhorn. Ashton. Now he's being double teamed in the corner, kicks it up top. Now cross court. Kaufman with the three, hits the top of the backboard, but Hull comes away with it. Winston goes up, and he's going to draw the foul.
Good job by Winston. Get a hold of it down there. Just go back up with it.
That's a thing right now that we didn't see. He didn't have to last night, but boy, Winston's being very active here on the offensive boards here in the early going. And it earns him 2 free throws here. And the first one is good. It's 5-4 Hector here in the early stages of the championship game here at Rosebud. Second one is good. Winston hits them both. That's a good sign too, Trey. We've had some free throw struggles.
Yeah.
Roberts trying to penetrate, gets down the block. A little floater is good. Boy, that's a good move right there by the point guard, Roberts. He's got all 6 of the Bears' points. Story drives baseline, whips it up top. Callhorn's got the wide open 3, and it's a little bit too hard, and it's rebounded by Weatherford. Roberts quickly on the attack, gets in the lane, little Euro step. His follow-up is good. So, Trey, it's Jude Roberts 8, Hector 6.
Yeah.
Story, three-pointer at the top, off, no good. Hull battling, gets the offensive board. Kicks it into Callhorn. Callhorn has it taken away from him, and the Bears are going to come away with it. And here comes Roberts. You got to start putting a man on him, Trey, or he's going to get. Mm-hmm. It didn't take us long to figure out who the go-to guy is.
Brenda Housley in the chat. What grade is Hull? Mandy Allen, the 11th. He's a junior.
Here's Roberts in the corner. 3-ball is good. Boy, he is hot here. Trey, he has all 11 points as Woodlawn is up by 5. And Roberts makes the pick, and he gets it off to Allred. His layup is no good. Battle for the board. McLaughlin comes away with it, gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman, McLaughlin to Hull. Now Ashton has it. Callhorn hands it off to Story. Story gets in the lane, goes up, and draws the foul. Good job right there. Story driving to the goal, and he'll earn himself 2 free throws.
Listen, I said Wildcats a little bit slow to start. That's we just got to.
But what are we used to in this tournament? We're behind.
Yeah.
And we've won the first 2 games being behind.
So Story gets his first.
That is a good sign right now. Free throws are going down here early on. Of course, in game 1, it was the senior, Ashton Calhorn, hit 7 out of 8 down the stretch to put it away for us. Story second is good. Story with 4, it's 11-8 now. Roberts comes across the timeline. It has been the Jude Roberts show here for Woodlawn in the first quarter. Roberts has it up top, whips it over in the corner now. That is Rutledge with it back to Roberts. Roberts has got a lane, and this one's no good. He thought he got fouled. No call. Kaufman comes across the timeline. Whips it to Winston. Winston, Hall goes all the way, attacks, and he'll go to the free throw line. Like the mentality right now. I like what we're doing, Trey. Yeah. Going to that free throw line.
Yeah, you gotta attack. When you get some open space to work with, you just gotta go in there and attack. Hopefully you can draw contact, and this crew will give you the fouls. Winston gets his first.
So Hull, 3 out of 3 at the line. Gets one more here. Cut it. No. They're going to call Hull for getting over the line real quick. So 11-9. Woodlawn leads by 2. We are under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Rosebud, Arkansas. Championship game. Roberts being very patient right now. Kaufman is on him up top. Now Roberts trying to penetrate, cut off. Now he gets into the lane, goes up, layup is good. He's a good ball player, I can tell you that right now. He is very, very good with it. Nice 3-ball there, Hunter Kaufman. Here's a Weatherford. Weatherford gets it blocked by Keeling.
I'm in that replay, and you missed that Keeling block. But back down here at the other end now.
Keeling gets the offensive board and can't get it to fall. They're still battling for it. And here comes the Bears out with it, and Roberts just beats everybody down the floor. Layup is good, and they're going to call a foul on Lucas Baker. So Roberts will get the 3-point attempt.
Randy Cook, who's helping me. This is Shane Martin, broadcasting legend in the River Valley.
The free throw is good by Roberts. We've still not had anybody but Roberts score.
Yeah.
Story drives, and he goes to the ground. He's trying to get help, and the Bears are going to come away with it. They kick it off to Roberts now, 16-12 with 40 seconds left here in the first. Roberts trying to get in the free throw lane, kicks it out. This is a 3-ball, is good by Weatherford. 19-12 now, 30 seconds left here in the first. Ashton Calhorn with it, gets it to Keeling. Keeling back up top, Story. Story's going to take the 3 at the top, and it's good. Caden Story with the 3-ball, makes it 19-15. Hector still hanging in this one. And they kick it in the corner, the Bears. Oh, Story.
Hard to see who.
They headbutted.
Okay, I was about to say, I couldn't tell who initiated that. Story was holding on to his face a little bit. He may have a nosebleed. Got a towel on him.
So the Bears get it inbounds. Here's a 3 at the top, and it's good by Weatherford. And that's going to bring it into the first quarter here. It is Woodlawn 22. The Hector Wildcats 15. So, Trey, looking at our numbers here in the first quarter, it's all Jude Roberts as Weatherford hit 2 threes. So he's got 6. and Jude Roberts has 16 here in the first quarter.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough to get beat by one kid, especially when you've got the weapons that you've got on the floor for Hector right now. You just kind of gotta calm down and play your game.
But Roberts he moves so well with the ball and without the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened here at the end is he got Weatherford 2 wide open looking threes because Hector was so focused on Roberts. Trey, during that timeout, during the end of the first quarter, I saw Kaufman go to the locker room. I hope he's okay.
Kaufman went to the locker room?
Yeah.
Well, I know that Story, like I said, they took Story towards the locker room with a towel over his face, like maybe he busted his nose.
Oh, yeah. Roberts gets in the lane, and he's going to draw the foul right there as Roberts got the pass inside and will draw the foul. Kaufman's coming back out. So Jude Roberts will be at the free throw line. First one is good. 23-15. Second one is good. Buried them both. It is 24-15. So Ashton Callhorn comes across the timeline, kicks it over to Landon Keeling. Sophomore drives to the baseline, gets it back up top to Stanek.
Oh.
And Stanek couldn't hold on to it. Here's a steal. Weatherford all the way, layup good. And it's 26-15. Callhorn gets to the free throw line, kicks it out. This is Baker, back to Callhorn. Callhorn 3 at the top is short. And Stanek gets the offensive board. Here's a 3 by Baker, and it's in and out, no good. Nice offensive board by Callhorn. Stick back, good. And so Hector's going to take a timeout, trailing 26-17.
Yeah, Coach Freeman just going to call a timeout and try to calm these guys down a little bit. Take a look over here at the chat. Helen Chisholm Campbell watching. Marsha Henderson Dover back in. Brenda Housley, she's here. Doris Jean Collins Ingram watching. Nikki Horn in the chat watching. Good to see you out here, Nikki. Peggy Gregory says, go Cats. Brenda Housley says, good first quarter. Keith Melton says, we got to guard Roberts and Weatherford. Jeff Vincent says, at least we're not playing against the refs tonight. I actually know one of these that's here in the here on the floor right now. It's a buddy of mine, Lane Smith. It's his dad, Lance.
All right, as we come out of the timeout, Roberts comes across the timeline with it. Kicks it over to the wing. That is Allred with it. Allred loses his dribble, and Hector comes away with it. Here's Kaufman with it. Kicks it over to Callhorn. Ashton gets baseline. Baseline floater is good.
We got the some Woodlawn fans that's hollering about a walk and travel. Yeah, you probably have a case there.
Callhorn with it now after Hector gets the steal. Keeling with it. Landon looking. Gets it to the free throw line. Cut off. Needs help. And gets it over. Here's a 3 in the corner. Kaufman, it's good. That's his second. As Kaufman has buried 2, and it's 26-22. Hector trails by 4 now. Weatherford has it now. Weatherford comes up top, kicks it over to Allred. Allred looking inside, can't find anything. Trying to come back up top. Keeling applying pressure on him up top. Now they get it. Weatherford shoots that one from Conway. It's no good. And we're going to have a foul on the Bears. And now we're going to have timeout Bears. 6:02 left here in the first half. Hector cut the lead, and they trail by 4 now, 26-22. We don't know in this tournament, Trey. I think we have to be behind to turn it on.
Sometimes you get down like by a few, and it sometimes can light a fire under you, or it can make you decide to fold up. But
well, we haven't seen Caden Story come back out yet, Trey. So hope he's okay. And like you said, it looked like he may have either busted a lip, nose, or something. So this is where your sophomore Landon Keeling is going to have to step up.
Mm-hmm.
Lucas Baker is going to have to step up and give some minutes here.
Eric and Tammy Taylor says, "Where is Woodlawn?" Woodlawn is down south. It is they're down there. We've been down there before. Actually, Michael could tell you better than I could where Woodlawn would be, because back in the 2002 season when Hector went to the state finals, we actually used Woodlawn's gym to shoot around in. So a little bit of history. Haven't seen much out of Woodlawn the last several years, but there is some history.
All right, we had a little cleanup on the floor by the referee during the timeout. Looks like we are ready to go. 6:02 left here in the first half. It will be Wildcat ball. This is Hunter Kaufman coming across the timeline with it. Gets it to Ashton Cawhorn, drives to the block, pulls up, good. Cawhorn with 8 here in the first half, and it is 26-24. Hector trails by 2. Here's Jude Roberts. Kicks it over to Allred. Allred pulls up, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebounded by McLaughlin, kicks it off to Ashton. Cawhorn comes down across the timeline. Kicks it over to McLaughlin, back to Cawhorn. Now Baker has it. Baker kicks it over to Keeling. Landon back to Cawhorn. Cawhorn thought about it. Now he's going to drive. Kicks it over to Baker. Back to Ashton. Ashton pulls up, has a shot swatted by Roberts, but it's going to stay with the Wildcats.
And they will have 13 seconds on the shot clock after the inbound. I think we got Caden back out here on the bench. He's still kind of holding his nose a little bit.
I hope he's okay. Here's the lob into Cawhorn, and couldn't get it to fall. So the Bears come down the floor with it. This is LeFew with it. Gets it off to Weatherford. Kicks it back over to Allred. Allred back up top to Weatherford. Now this is Rutledge with it. Rutledge inside to Roberts. Here's Allred. Allred back to Rutledge, and his three-pointer's no good, and there's a battle underneath, and the stick back by Weatherford is good. Weatherford with the offensive board and put back makes it 28-24 Woodlawn here. 4.5 left here in the first half. McLaughlin with it, kicks it over to Kaufman. Kaufman's already got 2 threes.
He was thinking about it.
He was. Hull's going to let it go. And Winston off the back of the iron, no good. And Roberts will bring it down, and he hands it off to Weatherford. Weatherford is now setting up the offense, kicks it over. Allred with it. Now they get it to Roberts on the block. Roberts kicks it out. Allred's 3, no good. Rebounded by Cawhorn. Cawhorn. He's going to bring it down the floor across the timeline. Kicks it over to Hull. Winston, cross court to Ashton. Ashton gets baseline. Cut off. Shot is no good. Lost it going up. And here comes Roberts with it. Roberts, left-handed layup is good. 30-24. Woodlawn, 6-point lead here in the first half. Baker kicks it over to Cawhorn. Ashton gets it to Winston. Winston kicks it out. Kaufman. Three-pointer in the corner is a little bit too hard. McLaughlin with the offensive board and stick back. Caleb McLaughlin with his first bucket. Makes it 30-26 now Woodlawn. Here's a drive by Weatherford. We're going to get a charge. Good job right there by McLaughlin.
And Caden Story going to come back in. He's going to replace McLaughlin. Give McLaughlin a little bit of a breather. Good job by, we call him Tater.
Here's Story with it now in the corner. Kicks it up to Hull. Winston over to Callhorn. Ashton's three is good. Ashton Callhorn with the three ball. Makes it 30-29 Woodlawn. 2.5 left here in the first half. Roberts being very patient with it. Now gets it to Allred. Oh, it's stolen by Winston. Winston caught Allred napping. Winston goes up. Layup is good. Winston Hull with the good defense and gets rewarded with the layup. 31-30 now. Hector with a 1-point lead. They kick it over to Allred. Allred gets it inside. Weatherford free throw line jumper, no good. Ashton Callhorn with the board. At the 2-minute mark here in the first half, Callhorn gets it to Hull. Winston cut off at the free throw line. Nice pass down to Baker. Hands it off to Callhorn, and that is good offense right there. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and Hector has now taken a 33-30 lead. Hull to Baker to Callhorn.
I'll tell you what, it's a deadly combination when it gets going.
Sounds like a law firm, don't it?
Yep. Yep.
Hull to Baker to Callhorn. Well, it'll make, if we're not behind at some point, we know that it's coming.
Nothing is a better motivator than kind of having it put in your face a little bit early going.
1:53 left here in the first half. Championship game of the Rosebud 2025 New Year's Bash. And it's a good one. Woodlawn Bears and the Hector Wildcats. Weatherford with it up top. Gets it to Allred in the corner. He's left wide open. Three ball, no good. Winston Hull with the board. Winston down court to Story. Story cut off on the wing. Gets it back to Winston. Callhorn thought about it. Needs help. Now he comes back to Winston. Winston kicks it over Story. Story gets in the lane. Oh, his layup was swatted there, but he fights for it, and he's going to get called for the foul. Fought a little bit too hard. And he's going to foul a few right there. 1:21 left here in the first half. Fouls have been a minimum here in the first half, Trey.
Yeah,
shocking.
Story just picks up his second. That's the second team foul for the Wildcats. Also, Woodlawn sitting with 2 team fouls themselves. So, yeah, fouling has been very
minimal.
which is good.
Here's Allred with it. Cut off. It gets it out. They thought about the three, but they got the man on the block, and we're going to get a foul on Kaufman right there as LaFew went to the ground. 52 seconds left here in the first half. Hector up by 3, so we're not shooting free throws yet. Here's the inbounds by the Bears, and Kaufman comes away with the steal. Here's Callhorn with it. Whips it to Keeling. Keeling back out to Hull. Over to Story. Whips it in. Baker's got the 3 in the corner. No good.
Man.
And, boy, they're letting them play. And here comes Roberts with it. Roberts in the lane. Spins around, and he's going to draw the foul. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. Boy, that's a rare thing to see.
Yeah.
Roberts finally missed.
Caden Story stepping in for Lucas Baker.
And he gets the second one. So Roberts tacks one on. It's 33-31, 25 seconds left here in the first half. Hull setting the offense. He's got a double screen up top. Can go either way. Now they back it back out. We're down to 10 seconds. Hull comes around. Nice little layup. Winston Hull Splits the defenders, gets the bucket, and we're down to 2 seconds, and we're going to have a foul. As they're gonna foul Roberts with 1 second left here in the first half. Hector up by 4, and Roberts is at the free throw line, and he misses again. Hector. And the second one is good. So it's 35-32, and that's the end of the first half. Cawhorn's half-court fling, no good. It is Hector 35, Woodlawn 32.
It's a good first half.
Wow.
I mean, by both teams, 35-32. You know, this one's going to be.
This is going down the wire.
Yeah, this one's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that it's going to get interesting before we get finished. Sitting here looking around to see if there's anything.
Right here is the man of the, for Woodlawn, Jude Roberts, 22 points in the first half.
Yeah. I mean, that's like Story in the second half last night,
Hector is running a very, very balanced attack here in the first half. Ashton Cawhorn leads the way with 13 points, and then you've got Caden Story with 7, Hunter Kaufman with 6, Winston Hull with 6. So it's a balanced attack for Hector.
Yeah, and right here in the chat, Jeff Vincent says we're definitely not a one-player team. Any of our starters are dangerous. It's very spread out. And kind of like it was last night, there were several Wildcats got on the board last night as far as points are concerned. But 35-32 at the half.
It's a champion. I mean, this is what you expect, championship game, and it's been a good one here as both teams have had leads, and it's going to be an interesting. But here, the difference here in this one, though, that I've noticed in the first two boys contest. Officials are letting them play out here tonight.
Yeah, that's sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes that can be a bad thing. You let them get a little bit too crazy, and things can go off the rails.
Yeah,
but got a little over 6 minutes. Going to kick it out to a short break. We'll be back with the second half here shortly, right here on Cat TV.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a bill to pay? Pay one-time or recurring bills in the Chambers Bank app, because anytime banking should always be anytime.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hughes with Pope and Johnson County Title. We're a family-owned company serving the Arkansas River Valley. We have an office in Russellville and in Clarksville, but we do title searches and closings for any county in the state. So for all of your title or closing needs, give us a call at 968-4853 for our Russellville office or 647-3153 for our Clarksville office.
Safeguarding your building from the elements starts at the top. Use the company that's worked hard to earn the reputation as a top commercial roofing company in the area, Miller Roofing. Miller Roofing Company is local, family-owned, and their full-service team has been in business for over 30 years. Extensive experience working hand-in-hand with product manufacturers for new roofs, coatings, repairs, and re-roofs on many different types of commercial properties. We also know the importance of getting construction finished quickly. Contact us for a free consultation on your roof today.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this, and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
All right, welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half, and it looks like it will be Wildcat ball. And here we go.
Kaufman takes the inbounds from Hull. Kaufman kicks it back now to Hull on the wing. Winston looking inside. Comes to McLaughlin up top. McLaughlin gets it down to Callhorn on the block. Turnaround jumper is no good. Fight for the board, and it comes away to the Bears. Here comes Roberts with it. Gets it off to LaFew, and he's going to travel as he took the NBA skip a step. And it's going to go back to the Wildcats. Kaufman getting the offense set, gets it over to Ashton. Callhorn looking, kicks it over to Story, back over to Kaufman on the wing. Now they have Story up top. Story cut off at the free throw line, kicks it down to the baseline. Callhorn back up top. Now Story. Story drives, and they're going to call travel on him.
Keith Melton, back before we went when we was in halftime, said shootout at the OK Corral. That may be what it turns into. You may be right.
Roberts comes across the timeline for the Bears. Jude Roberts, 22 first half points for the Woodlawn Bears. All red, cut off. It gets it in the corner. This is Rutledge with it. Rutledge, and all right, if you had on your bingo card 3 consecutive travels,
You win.
You win. That's the
We'll just forget about the other 2 spaces.
3 consecutive travel calls. Kaufman over to Callhorn. Ashton tried to drive. Now pulls it back out to Winston. Hull whips it over to McLaughlin. Now cross court over to Ashton. Ashton trying to get in the lane. Kicks it out to Winston. Winston gets in the lane. Nice pass down to McLaughlin. Layup good. Good eyesight there by Winston Hull to McLaughlin. Caleb with the bucket. Makes it 37-32. Roberts, he's going to hand it off now to LeFew. LeFew kicks it back over to Roberts. And almost a turnover, but Allred picks it up. And here's the 3 ball in the corner is no good, and that's going to be Wildcat ball as LeFew knocks it out of bounds. 6:01 left here in the third. 37-32 Wildcats. Kaufman trying to penetrate. Free throw line, hands it off now to Winston. Winston, nice cut by Callhorn. Oh, a little bit hard on the layup. And Ashton battles, steals it back, and gets the bucket. Good effort there by Ashton Callhorn as he did not give up on the play and gets the bucket, makes it 39-32.
What I'm kind of hoping for, Shane, is that first half with Woodlawn and those their 2 scorers, I'm hoping that they have almost kind of wore themselves out.
Well,
I don't know about the foul. I think he just kind of got tripped up.
Woodlawn crowd in front of us screamed foul, but the ball just goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
So the Bears will inbounds Weatherford with a deep 3, and it's no good. And here comes Callhorn out with it. Ashton decided to slow it down. Now he speeds it up, pulls up in the lane. Shot is no good. Battles for it, gets his board, still battling, and goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. Ashton Callhorn is a battling machine on the offensive end down there.
I'll tell you what, the view that I had, I'm not too sure about who it went off of, but I'm going to go ahead and just say thank you, Lance Smith, for that down there.
Callhorn 3 ball, no good. Follow up by Winston Hull, no good. And here comes the Bears. Weatherford pulls up. Jumper good. Weatherford coast to coast with the little 10-foot jump shot. Makes it 39-34. Hector up by 5. McLaughlin on the baseline. Now he kicks it to Callhorn. Ashton back to McLaughlin. Caleb up top to Story. Story pump fake. Gets in the lane. Oh, they're going to call foul on the floor. Nice drive there by Story, and he draws the foul. 4:32 left here in the third. 39-34. Wildcats inbounds.
Oh,
Kaufman tried to lob it into Callhorn, and it hit the side of the backboard, and it comes away to the Bears. And ball goes out of bounds. Robert's shot is blocked. And it's going to stay with the Bears.
These fans are losing their minds down here underneath us. And I hate to tell them, that one right there was pretty well all ball.
Here's the inbounds by the Bears up top. Allred looking for help. He was wide open. He didn't want to pull the trigger, though. But I tell you what, Roberts will, and he'll bury it. Roberts is not bashful.
No.
39-37. Woodlawn's crawled back into this. They trail by 2 now. Hector needs a good possession here. Baker, Hull kicks it over. Kaufman, nice fake. Kicks it to Hull. Hull, runner in the lane. A little bit too hard. He gets his own offensive board. Kicks it out. Kaufman.
Wow.
Little pump fake. Now Hull has it in the lane. We're getting a little too cute with the passing down there.
Yeah.
Should have took the shot, but, I understand. 3 ball is good. Now it has turned to Woodlawn now as they go up by 1. Story drives, and he'll draw the foul.
Marsha Anderson Dover's just trying to give that lady a chill pill. I'd have to give a few, not just one.
We're in hostile territory.
Yeah, we're over here on the visiting side. That's where they have the broadcast set up.
Story's first free throw is good.
Ties this one up, 40-40.
Keeling's going to check into the ball game now. Kaufman comes out. So we have Baker, Keeling, Story, Hull, and who am I missing? Stanek. There we are. Story trying to put the Wildcats back on top, and he does by one. 41-40, 3.5 left here in the third. Jude Roberts with it up top. Roberts gets the screen. Now he pulls it back out. Comes over to Weatherford. Weatherford, little pump fake. Baseline jumpers. Good.
Back and forth.
Stanek with it on the baseline. Stanek kicks it back out to Hull. Hull over to Keeling. Keeling, three at the top is good. The sophomore with a big three. Landon Keeling puts Hector up by 2. All red has it. Now he brings it back up top. Robert hands it off to Roberts. Trey, here's the fact of the game. Weatherford and Roberts still the only two scored.
Goodness.
Roberts, jumper no good, and the Wildcats come out with it. Hull, Winston,
Oh, come on, get a hold.
Picks it up. Stanek's got a three in the corner, and it's good.
Got it.
Jacob Stanek. 3 ball makes it 47-42. Hector back up by 5. Roberts hands it off to LaFew. Now they kick it over to Rutledge. Rutledge up top to Roberts. Roberts splits the defenders, goes down the lane, draws the foul, and will go to the line. And if he did not get that foul call, this side of the gym would have probably erupted. I would have hid under the table.
Hit the deck. Yeah.
Because that's the state of mind we're in over here right now.
First free throw, no good.
Roberts, we may have found his kryptonite. He's been 1 out of 2 the last 3 times that he's gone up there, and he buried the second one. 47-43 now. Hector with a 4-point lead as Ashton Callhorn has checked back into the ball game. Keeling has it. Keeling pulls up. Free throw line jumper short. And the Bears come away with it. That was Rutledge with the board. And 1.5 left here in the third. Hector leading by 5. Championship game at the Rosebud New Year's Bash. Weatherford. Rutledge. Now back to Roberts. Roberts, nice pass down. And that is swatted away by the sophomore Landon Keeling.
Goodness.
As LaFew went up and Keeling went up and swatted it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Bears. Here's Roberts. Weatherford, 3 at the top. It's good. $47.
Oh, I missed the point.
Story, 3 at the top. It's good. Caden Story answers. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 55 seconds left here in the third. Hector leading 50-47.
Timeout by who, Shane?
It was the Hector.
Okay.
Coach Freeman came out with it.
Thank you. I did not get a look at it.
As soon as the 3 went through, he
Gotcha. Cyclone Booth over on the YouTube chat. 26 run by Hector to close the half. Awesome. Love watching the game. Thanks for covering this. Enjoy listening to 2, the best in the business. I'll tell you what, Mickey, you and Shane, y'all would be excellent up here doing these.
Oh, Mickey Duval. Loved the man. Learned a lot from him. 45 seconds left. 50-47 here in the third. And there's a steal by Callhorn. Callhorn playing good post defense right there. Stepped in front of the man, gets the steal. Story lets that one fly a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And we're down to 30 seconds. And what a layup and short there by Roberts. I was about to say nice play right there, but he left it a little short. Callhorn comes down the floor. His jumper's no good. Keeling flying in, cannot grab the board. And here comes Roberts with it. We're down to 10 seconds. Roberts all the way. Hang time in the air, no good. And Callhorn comes away with it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Callhorn pulls up at the key, and it's off the side of the rim, no good. And that brings it in to the third quarter here. It is Hector 50, Woodlawn 47.
I'll tell you what, this one's still.
It's up in the air. It's up in the air.
It's anybody's ball game. I
want to tell the Woodlawn players if I'll buy them a Coke if somebody else scores. I've never seen two guys just
be the ones in control of it.
Good grief.
Yeah. I mean, the Woodlawn offense is built around them.
Two men. I mean, the closest that anybody else has scored for them, LeFew had that shot underneath and Keeling swatted it out of bounds. That's the closest anybody else has come to scoring.
Look over here in the chat, YouTube or the Facebook. Marsh Henderson Dover says, Shane and Trey, you are brave men. Should have brought the bear spray. Keith Melton says, you two have Pam rolling in laughter talking about hiding under the table. I mean, that's good. We're bringing you a ball game, giving you a little bit of comedy, and guess what? We're not charging you $9.99 for it.
Ooh.
Boom.
Oh, so, mic drop right there.
Pipe bomb.
Pop bomb.
I'll probably get yelled at about that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We'll be under the table. All right, here we go, folks. Fourth quarter, 50-47, and it will be Woodlawn's ball to start the play. Here's Allred with it up top. He's going to hand it to Roberts. And he goes back to Allred. And Allred being pressured now by Hull. And Winston's going to get called for a reach in right there. And that is going to be Winston's first.
Brad Sayer says free comedy and basketball. we got to be out of our minds, Shane.
I know it. Roberts. No, what a pass down underneath, but Winston Hull recovered and gets the steal. Now here comes Baker with it. Baker, nice pass down to Stanek. Stanek kicks it out. Story with the three, and it's good. Caden Story with the three ball. Nice movement there by the Wildcats on that set. Makes it 53-47. And Allred with the miss on the three right there. Hull quickly down the floor, kicks it over to Callhorn. Story driving all the way. Left-handed layup a little bit too hard. Love the drive. Just a little bit too hard. Here comes Roberts with it. Roberts kicks it out. And Allred with the three. No good. And Winston Hull with the rebound. Winston down the floor to Story. Story pulls up on the wing. Hector leads by 6.
Tell you what, like to see Hector finish this one out because that'll give him some confidence heading into conference.
Yeah, I mean, there'll be 3 good days here. Callhorn, nice post move. Couldn't get it to go. And he's a little bit frustrated with himself right there. So he had a good, strong post move inside, and he couldn't get it to fall. So here's Roberts with it, gets it off to Allred. Roberts has it back, being guarded by Baker. Now he kicks it over to Allred. Now Weatherford has it. Weatherford drives, pulls up, shot no good.
Oh, man.
Nobody ran it down, and still nobody can score but the two. As Rutledge blew the layup underneath. Story three ball, and it's no good. Callhorn takes the offensive board away, goes up, and the stick back is good. Callhorn just used his size and his jumping ability right there, just took it away.
Imposing his will.
Right there. The human pogo stick. I mean, he is.
Much.
5:24 left here in the ball game. Hector leads by 8 now. Here's a deep three by Weatherford. It is off, no good, and long rebound. All Red comes away with it, and we've got it going around like a hot potato, and Rutledge comes out with it. Kicks it in the corner. Here's a three ball. No good. Hits the side of the backboard, and here comes Clawhorn out with it. Ashton all the way. Goes up. Layup a little bit too hard, and could not get it. Here's Robert, spins, nice pass down underneath, and lo and behold, somebody else gets on the scoreboard. As Rutledge gets the layup, it's 55-49. We've got a timeout on the floor.
Timeout by the Bears. And with that timeout, they will have one left.
Well, that was some fast and furious action right there.
I'm telling you, these two teams, I mean, aside from the fact that you've got multiple Wildcats scoring, and you've had, now 3 Woodlawn Bears
We've got 3
on board,
now.
This is a very evenly matched up group,
Ashton getting frustrated with himself. He's missed 2 or 3 inside.
Heard him slap the pads down here on the wall, and I think he clapped his hands at one point after one of them. But you just got to get those out of your head. You're up. You just got to finish this one out. You got 4 minutes and 49 seconds. And
Trey, the thing that right now, the last 2 or 3 possessions down here for Woodlawn is they've shot long threes. Well, long threes lead to long rebounds, and we've got caught flat-footed a couple of times, and it just went right back to the Bears. So you got to block out and grab the long rebounds. It will be Hector coming out of the timeout. Kaufman kicks it over to Baker. Now in the corner to Hull. Winston kicks it cross court to Kaufman. Kaufman's got a drive. Nice pass down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes up. Bucket good. That is 6 for McLaughlin, and he has been the recipient of 3 good passes underneath the goal. Here's a 3-ball in the corner, and that's all Red. It's short. There's that long rebound I was talking about, and the Bears come away with it, but it's stolen by the Wildcats. Hull kicks it off. Story's got a wide open 3, and that is in and out. No good. Looked good when he let it go.
Yeah.
Here's the baseball pass down the floor. Layup is good by Weatherford. Weatherford cuts it. 57-51 now. Hector with a 6-point lead. Down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin thought somebody was there, but nobody was, and he gets the bucket. He was anticipating contact, and he was surprised he was all alone. Here's a layup is no good by the Bears. That's a few missing it, and here comes Hull with it. Winston gets it over to Caleb. Now Story's got a wide open 3, and it's good. Caden Story with his 4th 3 on the game. And here's a drive by Roberts, and Roberts goes to the hole, gets the bucket, and will go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point play attempt.
These teams, both of them, just going 90-0. Up and down the floor, scoring, getting back to the other end as quick as they can.
Yeah. And the free throw's good by Roberts, and it cuts it to 8, 62-54, 3.5 left here in the ball game. It's been a good one.
Yeah.
Kaufman kicks it over Story. Story drives all the way. Left-handed layup is good. Caden Story picking up where he left off last night.
Yep. About to say that's exactly what the kind of play he was doing last night.
The 3-ball is no good by Rutledge, and here comes Ashton Cahlhorn. Ooh. Cahlhorn recovers. Baseball pass down to Hull. Winston going to let everybody get down the floor, get set. Now he will take it up top. Winston driving, kicks it out. Ashton. Cahlhorn kicks it over to Story. Story looking for a seam. He gets it, and he lost his balance going in, and he fell to the ground. Couldn't get the shot up. Weatherford, and that's going to be stolen by Kaufman. Good defense by Kaufman. And Hector comes across the timeline. 2:20 left here in the ball game. Hector holding a 10-point lead.
And you've got this time on the shot clock that you can
work a shot
with. Yeah. Milk it down.
Callhorn, 3-ball in the corner, no good. McLaughlin with the stick back is good. Caleb McLaughlin with his 10th point tonight. Double figures for Caleb.
I tell you what, Caleb's been a little bit quiet in the last few games. He's there with it right now, you know.
And we're under 2 minutes left here in this championship game, and Hector holding a 12-point lead.
Like I said, you don't have to do anything too quick. Make them foul you.
Winston splits the defenders, layup. Oh, man. And Caleb. Oh, Caleb with the stick back, and he couldn't get it to fall, but he's going to go to the free throw line. So 1:37 left here in the contest. Hector holding a 12-point lead, and it's going to be Caleb McLaughlin at the line. 10 points on the night. And first free throw is no good.
It's all right. Get the next one.
Like I said, Caleb has been the recipient of, 3 or 4 good plays underneath the passes down on the block. And second free throw is good. There you go. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Hector holding a 13-point lead in this championship game.
I hate to have to ask again, Shane. Was that Hector?
I really don't know on that one.
Or did Woodlawn go ahead and burn their final timeout? I did not catch what they said.
I didn't either. And they don't put the timeouts up on this one.
Kind of would have to wonder if that wasn't Coach Freeman just
setting up,
bring his boys in, and go over a few things with them before we get to this last minute and 37. I'll go ahead and I'll say that was timeout off for the Wildcats.
Yeah, because you would think Woodlawn wouldn't want to burn that last one in case they, get into this. But, you're down by 13, minute 37 left. We're liable to see the 3 balls start flying.
Yep.
And so you need to know where Roberts and Weatherford are. And there's Weatherford with it. Weatherford looking for help. Just turns around and shoots it at the free throw line. No good. And Winston Hull gets the rebound. Winston gets it off to Kaufman. Kaufman back up to Winston. No need to hurry. Take your time. Caden kicks it over. Callhorn goes up on the block. It's no good, but the ball comes to Winston Hull. Kaufman has it on the wing. Coach Freeman said to pull this thing back out.
Yeah, shot clock reset, and you got more time to work with.
We're down to 45 seconds left. They go to Kaufman. Kaufman back up to Winston. Over to Story. Story's little runner in the lane is good. Caden Story. 69-54. Here's a deep 3 by Weatherford is no good. And Hull comes away with it. And we're down to 25 seconds. And shot clock should be off.
Wildcat fans coming to their feet.
And Kaufman's going to hold it up top. We're down to 10 seconds, 69-54. And 5 seconds left. And the championship game is going to go to the Hector Wildcats here in the 2025 Rosebud New Year's Bash. 3 great ball games by the Hector senior boys this week.
Yeah, and especially after, you played in the Joe Mallett Classic over there at Conway St. Joe, and it didn't go your way. And you come out here to this one after Christmas break, and you walk out with a win. You walk out with 3 good wins over 3 really good teams.
You beat Washita, Rosebud on their home floor, and then you beat Woodlawn. So, Coach Freeman has got to be very pleased to come out of the Christmas break with this.
Yep.
Which should keep the momentum, give them momentum as conference will start rolling next week.
Yep. Tuesday night, we'll have Hackett up there at home. And now we'll get ready for the trophy presentation.
Once again, please welcome the team of Command Construction Area to present our first and second place trophies. The second place trophy in the Rosebud Hall tournament goes to the Woodlawn Bears.
Woodlawn Bears, very good basketball team with a tremendous point guard in Jude Roberts.
Yep.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the 2025 Rosebud Hall tournament, the Hector Wildcat.
And Hector, 3 great games. Started out beating Ouachita 77-72, followed up 68-46 over Rosebud, and a 69-54 championship win over Woodlawn.
Oh, man. It's been some fun.
It's been a good 3 days. It's been a good tournament. Rosebud's done a really good job putting this classic on.
Go through here. They're getting the boys ready for a photo down here. Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what, as the Wildcat fan that I am, it's been a while since I've seen them hold a trophy,
It's awesome.
And I'm super proud. I'm proud of our coach, and proud of all these guys just for the effort they've showed this week and getting to this point and finishing it off. And walking out here with a new trophy for the case there in the multi-purpose building.
There you go.
Take a look over here at the chat. Shannon Charles Meyer says, good game, boys. Julianne Gregory says, way to go, Wildcats. Donna Lloyd says, good job. Marcia Henderson Dover says, thank you, Trey and Shane, for bringing us the opportunity to watch. Cats, we're proud of you. And Carolyn Elizabeth Reynolds says, congratulations. And we have had the trilogy of you helped out with the senior girls game that first day,
yeah.
When we played Ouachita, and then the boys got on their run, and we that's what I'm calling the trilogy, the Christmas 3, the Christmas holiday 3, New Year's 3 for this tournament, and I could hear them boys down in the locker room hollering. Coach Freeman, I'm not sure if Coach Freeman is going to dance or not, but I have made it clear that I want somebody to have a cell phone camera in that locker room to get video of it. And if we get that video, it will be on the stream this Tuesday. We will show that to you unless they put it on Facebook, which everybody will see it before I'll get a chance to show it. But Brad Sayer says, as always, thank you all. Go Cats. Glad to see some hardware coming back. Yeah, it's always nice to be able to walk into somewhere and walk out with a trophy or something to show for your effort. But, Shane, I think our time has come to
Trey, let me say I appreciate you letting me have this opportunity to help you out up here and call some basketball. Like my work, I have to head out next week and go back off my break back to my job. But with a little luck and a little good timing, hopefully be back with you towards the end of the year.
Hopefully so. There's a few things that are up in the air. We're still waiting on some things to be finalized, but there's a chance we're going to get you back on because, you're one of the best. I mean, these games this week have been so much more entertaining just being able to listen to somebody that knows what they're doing. Before we get ready to sign off, Cyclone Booth over on YouTube says, Trey's the man, haha, no pay-per-view. Oh, like I said, appreciate you, Mickey. Glad you dropped in and watched tonight. But
Hector Wildcat Nation, let me tell you something right now. You've got one of the best. I will say he's the best independent live streamer that there is in the state of Arkansas. So I know y'all appreciate him, and that's why me and him have so much fun working together. It's been an honor, and it's been a pleasure to be able to do this. And we're not done. We'll hook up again.
Yep. But for now, we've done all the damage we can do here in Rosebud, so I think we're going to go ahead and sign off and say goodnight. Everybody have a good rest of your weekend. Like I said, we'll see you Tuesday back at the Wildcat Multipurpose Building as we'll be welcoming the Hackett Hornets, first conference game of the season. Till then, everybody stay safe, have a good rest of your weekend, and go Cats.